Hello everyone. Today is very special day because two future hopes fight each other. Uh, actually, leaders also Pragnananda versus Gukesh. So interesting match because today I look at this match only because I am okay. I am Buddhika Amar Singh, Sri Lankan player, Sri Lankan national player and candidate master. Right. Welcome all of you. Uh, okay. Right. Actually, today I try to look at Pragnananda and Gukesh game. Prag play with white pieces and Gukesh play with black pieces. Right. Okay, you can see Chess Base India channel also. Right. Okay. You can see some pictures also, I guess. Right. Uh, okay. First of all, actually today I look at one game only. That's the reason I put my chessboard. And I will play some moves also. And today I try to deep analyze with one game. I think it's enough because we analyze 7 games is so hard. 14 games is very hard, right? Sometimes we miss some special moment also. But important thing, uh, actually I try to analyze without engine because human chess and engine chess little bit different. That's the reason I analyze with without engine. Right. Anyway, uh, if you have any question, please ask in chat. Thank you so much. Right. Okay. Uh, Frag 2741 and Gukesh 2777. Uh, they fight each other. Right. Okay, actually here Pragnanda decide to play e4. He play e4, right? Keys pawn opening, and he decide to play two moves. And it's so interesting because queen can go here and bishop can go. It's very easy things, and knight can come here and king can come here. It's very simple things, right? And now e5. Pragnanda decide Gukesh play e5. It's like some kind of boring things. Okay, knight f3 and knight c6. Yeah, and here bishop b5, not bishop c4, some kind of Italian nature. Bishop b5. It's Spanish, very complex position, but a lot of players try to play Spanish these days with some different new variations, right? Bishop b5 and knight f6. Okay, now we can guess some kind of Berlin here. Uh, because Berlin is so special opening because it's so much nice things, uh, variations like this castles and knight c4 and d4, knight d6 and bishop into c6 and d to c6 and d takes c5 and knight f5 and queen takes d8, king takes d8 and knight c3. This is so much its special ending because it's a Blackwood long-term initiative bishop pair, and white held his pawn structure, and you can see white 4 pawns and black 3 pawns. That means future white can get some passer also in this position, right? But unfortunately it's bad. Front plays d3, avoid Berlin, and is we call anti-Berlin setup, right? Anti-Berlin setup happen, and here some main moves happen, right? Bishop c5. Bishop c5 plays yeah, bishop c5 because this idea is so interesting because he want to play something like that. Now a6 not good because bishop takes c6, d takes c6, knight takes c5 is simply healthy pawn up for white, but some compensation bishop pair, but it's nothing. I think it's very normal position. But here bishop c5, it's theoretical variations because these variations happen with so much players, especially Hikaru Nakamura plays this both side, right? Bishop c5, it's anti-Berlin variation, right? Here Front decide to bishop into c6 and d into c6. Okay, this is very special exchange here because here it's very special exchange because we gave our light gas bishop to knight because that's been we fight to das gas, and opponent try to play with light cast. That's the nature of this positional strategy here, right? Now detect c6 happen, and now simply castles, because this is very important. Now you can't take knight takes c5, because sometimes I think queen d4, it's very simple winning idea, because here one move checkmate, and other things here. Yeah, here I think uh, if you play knight f2, queen takes f2, this is not possible in that type of grandmasters. Bishop e3, okay, queen card e3, and here yeah, it's some kind of variations, but it's nothing, I guess, right? Anyway, here knight x5 not possible. Sometimes you can sacrifice here knight x e5, bishop takes f2, king takes f2, and queen d4 also fine variations. But I think queen d4 is so much better variation in this position. Right. Okay, castles happen. And castles. Uh, and now queen e7 played Gukesh, right? It's again it's second choice. I think knight d7 is main move in this position, but queen e7 played Gukesh, right? And now knight b d2. This is so much good variation, because white play very positional manner. Knight b d2, and here uh, Gukesh play a5. This is some kind of special move. Uh, Here actually bishop g4 is one of main line, but a5. Okay, a5 is bit rare move. And now knight c4, threatening to e5 pawn with f3 knight and c4 knight, right? Uh, and here knight d7. Okay, knight d7. And now here c3 happen. Maybe he can play somehow d4 also in that position, right? Okay, right, castles happen, and now queen c2. This is a very special manner, because one game here, right? Queen c2, I think this is live board. Pragnanda 1 hour 33 minutes, and Gukesh 1 hour 27 minutes, and Gukesh is still thinking. Here we can see two games. Yeah, two games. This is a 2-4 player in 2021 and 2-2 player in 2020. Okay, right. Sorry. Right. Actually, we can't check that games, right? Anyway, rook e8 is one of main choice in here, right? But rook e8 not in this position, and rook e1, yeah, and queen e6. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this position now Gukesh is still thinking what to do, right? And here what to do, that's the problem, right? Okay, right. Actually this position, it's a bishop pair for black, and white have very solid structure also here, right? Mukesh is still thinking what to do. I think rook e8 is one of main move, but he's thinking maybe something else, I guess, right? Okay, now we can see what to do, right? Rook e8 is one of main move. Okay, this is so interesting variation. Maybe we can check this variation with bit. Right, we can check variation. Actually this is live board, you can see. Now I want to analyze this game bit. Okay, I get analyze board here. Okay, PRAG versus GUKI. Maybe I can. Okay, I can. Yeah, Mukesh is still thinking what to do. Right, oh, okay, I get now this position. Okay, now what happened? E4. Okay, E4, E5. Like this happened. Okay, now Gukesh thinking. Here we can see two games. Rook E8. Yeah, two games happen. This variation. One of 2021, the other 2020. Right. We can check these games and we can get some idea. Okay, Rook E8 first game and Rook E1 and Queen E6 and B3. Okay, B3 is some kind of. Okay, B3 may be idea. Bishop A3, try to exchange this monster bishop. Maybe that's the idea. And bishop e3 also sometimes, but bishop e3, bishop f8 maybe, right? Okay, bishop f8 and a4 and c5, bishop d2, b6. Okay, knight g5 attacking queen and queen f6. Knight h3, I think prepare in f4. Okay, maybe this game also we can see this type of things according to theory, right? Rook e3, this is nice maneuver. He want to go maybe rook g3 and attack something, right? Bishop e7, rook f1. Okay, prepare in f4. He want to play f4. Right? d5 and rook f3. Queen c6 and knight takes f5. Okay, white can win a pawn. Queen d6 ab, bishop b and knight c4. Okay, white won a pawn. But black got some counterplay with queen side. That's a problem. Okay, anyway, that game, okay, black gets some counterplay. White attack nowhere. Okay, like this. And here they agreed a draw. Maybe this position black's bit better. According to engine, no. It's kind of equality. And they agreed a draw, right? What happened live position? Okay, live position, Gukesh decide b6 idea. And the other games, okay, we see this b3 game. The other game, what happened? Other game, rook e1. Okay, we check rook e1. And b3 and b5 immediately. And okay, here another games happen. The same variations. Okay, but this position white get very nice initiative. I think this position may be white better. No, black. Yeah, actually always computer prefer black's position because black got bishop pair. Computer prefer black's position. Okay, anyway, Gukesh play b6. I think he can play bishop a6 somehow. Okay. Okay, now PRAG is still thinking. Okay, Gukesh spent some kind of 4 minutes and he played b6. It's a new move. Now no games happen. Now we can think what to do, right? And here I think bishop e3 is so much logical move because opponent have bishop pair. We want to eliminate one of bishop. That's the nature of that type of position. I think bishop e3 is so much natural to play. Okay, but PRAG want to decide what to do. He want to fight. Maybe he can try some exciting ideas. Maybe h3, knight h2, king h1, f4. But it's too late maybe. Right. anyway, this position, what to do? Okay, that's the question. Because b6, now I think this bishop kind of bad. That's mean I think actually this position, I think immediately bishop e3 is also fine position. Yeah, bishop e3 very good move. Anyway, we can try b3, a4, and bishop a3 idea also there. Okay, but I'm going to decide. Actually, this type of position we can choose. Candidate moves principles. That's mean we can choose every possible moves, something like that, h3, h4, g3, g4, and knight g5, knight h4, everything, because we check everything. Sometimes we can check some moves. You can see sometimes we can play knight x c5, knight x c5, queen x c5, and d4 also some kind of playable options, right? Because bishop takes d4, c takes d4, queen takes d4, and queen takes d4. Yeah, this is so much logical to play queen cut c6 or something like that. Yeah, knight x c5 also very good option maybe, but okay. Yeah, this is very nice option, knight x c5 also. Okay, but if he want d4 also very interesting option. I think e takes d4 not a good idea either. Right. Okay, e takes d4 not a good idea. I think bishop d6 here main move, because e takes d4, because this is very simple, c takes d4 and bishop d6 e5 and bishop b4 a3. It's kind of trap. This piece is trap. Okay, that's mean here. Okay, here I think d4 is very good option, but bishop d6. After bishop d6, this position we take everything, it's not good. I think it's kind of equality position. Yeah, this is same as this line actually. Here d4 and knight x c5, everything same I think, because both variations same. You can see both variations same, right? Both variations same. Okay, but now Frag want to decide. I think both variations same, because this is this variation I think equality. But Frag want to something what to do. Probably bishop e3 correct move maybe, because bishop e3, bishop takes e3. Okay, bishop takes e3. You can take with knight takes e3. Or you can take with f takes c3, but f takes c3 positionally mistake maybe. But anyway, yeah, I think knight takes c3 is so much good option. Maybe g3, knight h4, knight f5 ideas here. Okay, but anyway, okay, here Prag want to decide what to do. After b6, Prag is still thinking what to do. Actually, I think this is a really better option, because we check one games is fine, because you know this is a future world champ, maybe future world champions one day, because we know GUKI world champion, current world champion. He beat Dean Lillard in Singapore, but Pragnananda also very big talent, and he grow day by day. That's the reason maybe he wants something. I think maybe he play bishop e3, or maybe he can play h3 also good idea, because h3 giving some time for opponent. Maybe rook e8, and opponent have some ideas, knight f8, knight g6, knight ideas. Maybe bishop a6 also some ideas. Yeah, I think this position maybe bishop e3 correct maybe. Yeah, I prefer here bishop e3, but I don't know what happened. Right. Okay, Prag is still thinking. Prag take time. Right. Okay. Yeah, bishop e3. I think correct move bishop e3 maybe. Because knight x c5, knight x c5, knight x c5, queen x c5, d4. This is same variation as before. d4 also same, but d4 bishop d6. This is so interesting. I think d4 he prefer maybe d4. d4, bishop d6, knight takes d6, not a good idea. But question, how to improve this position? Okay, maybe he can play something like d takes c5. Yeah, d takes c5, it's a kind of idea, because knight takes c5. Okay, knight takes c5. I think knight takes c5 and bishop takes c5. Okay, f4. Wow, this is very interesting option. This is very interesting option. But problem, bishop a6. Bishop a6 problem. But without bishop a6, this is completely winning, because f4, bishop d6, e5. But here bishop c5, but king h1. Yeah, I think this position good for white, but unfortunately here bishop a6. Okay, that means Gukesh want to play bishop a6 in some position. That means maybe he played b6 because he want bishop a6 in some position. Maybe d4 immediately bishop a6 also fine. That's the idea. Yeah, immediately bishop a6 also fine. Yeah, that's the idea maybe. Right. Okay, now b6. Prag is still thinking what to do. Okay, I think h3 very makes sense opening. Option h4 is very bad move. Okay, we check every move. h4, it's like alpha 0 chess, but it's not working here because bishop g4 sometimes happen. h4 pawn vulnerable. But g3 is some kind of option, but no, it's not good. h3 is fine move. And h4 very bad because bishop g4, and this guy is sometimes bad. G3 is bad because some weak light cast, because white don't light cast ideas. That's the reason. We have to put this knight. Actually, no way to put this knight. Maybe something like that. Knight g5. Interesting. h6, knight h3. Try to play f4, but it's not a good idea. Knight takes c5 is very interesting option, and the other d4 and the other b3. Okay, b3 also maybe interesting option because we check that game. b3, now bishop a6. Now we can play a4. Maybe that's the idea, but b3 I don't think so. Right, a3 is bad because a4. A4 maybe makes sense. Preparing b3, bishop a3 ideas. Hi Malik, how are you? How are you? It's good, it's good. Actually today I get white game only. Sorry, future world champion games, Gukesh and Prague game only actually. Space India also. It's good, right? Right, okay. Actually, I think h3 I can prefer, and maybe I can play d4 also. Knight takes c5 same as d4 variations. b3 also option, a4 also option, but a3 not an option. What about g4? No, it's very crazy. It's not good. Right. Any other moves? King h1 may be some kind of idea. What about knight here f4? It's very interesting idea like Morozovich maneuver. Maybe it's not good. Rook e1 or rook d1 maybe, but it's not in. Yeah, I really like to play bishop e3 here. That's my one of option. And I want to draw with world champion. This is fine. Knight x5, knight x5, and d4. Not immediately d4. Sorry. Knight takes c5, queen takes c5, and d4. Now bishop takes d4, c takes d4, queen takes d4. Okay, queen takes c6. This is maybe a good idea though. Queen takes c6. Now I want a pawn maybe. But problem, okay, bishop a6. Okay, bishop a6 not good idea. Rook a7 maybe. Okay, rook a7, but bishop e3 here. Bishop e3 not good, bishop b2. Okay, I play queen c2 again. And rook e8. Threaten here. Oh, I can't play f3. Okay, rook e1. Maybe f5. Wow. That's so much interesting. Maybe, yeah, f5. F5 is a bit nice move. Yeah, yeah. It feels it's, that means it's equal variation. Yeah, d4. Yeah, Malik, d4 and knight x5 both same, right? Because d4, bishop, yeah, d4, bishop d6. Example, knight x c5, knight x c5, knight x c5, bishop x c5, knight x c5, queen x c5. This is same as variation. No, it's different, right? Because d4 immediately. Okay, knight x. Yeah, d4 it's good. Yeah, d4 is good choice, Malik. Yeah, you correct. d4 is very good choice. I think now e cut d4 not possible because c takes d4, bishop d6 and e5, bishop b4, a3. It feels very bad. It's trap. But problem, Malik, here bishop a6. That's the option. What to do with bishop a6? Bishop a6 is very huge option. Immediately bishop a6. You want to sacrifice exchange? Oh, maybe that's a good option though. Knight cut e5, knight cut e5 and bishop takes f1. No, it's not good, right? It's not good. Yeah, d4 interesting option. Problem with that idea. Okay, Frank is still thinking. Yeah, d4 is very interesting option. We can say like that. But problem, immediately bishop a6 also working, right? What to do with immediately bishop a6? Oh, you think about knight x c5, but it's not working, right? Knight x c5, knight x c5, and bishop takes f1, king takes f1. It's a good exchange sacrifice? I don't think so. This feels bad, right? Rook e8 maybe. Yeah, it feels bad because knight x c6. Oh, knight x c6 very interesting option. Yeah. You think about exchange sacrifices. Wow. Knight x e5, knight x e5, knight x e5, and bishop takes f1, king takes f1. I can play. Okay. Or maybe that's the idea. It's working. It's working. d4. Exchange sacrifice working. Can we check it? Can we check engine? You think d4 is best move? Yeah, according to engine, no, bishop e3 makes sense, Malik. I bit cheated. Yeah, bishop e3 is so much sense. And my other move, rook e1 also fine, rook d1 also fine. Yeah, knight x e5 idea is equal. My evaluation correct. d4 very bad. Bishop a6. That's the problem. I told you that's the problem. Because now knight x e5, I don't think so. This is nice. Knight x e5, knight x e5, it's not human kind of chess. Bishop takes f1 and king takes f1 and bishop d6. Okay, that's the idea. Knight x e6, maybe queen h Okay, queen e8. Nice move. Now nowhere to go. Because d5 f5. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. I mean, this is winning, right? This is winning. Yeah, bishop a6 very big problem. Bishop a6 very big problem. That's the main idea. Bishop a6 very big problem. Yeah, I think we save bishop e3, right? Because bishop e3 is so much positional. Because bishop takes e3, knight takes e3, and I think rook e8. I really like to put this knight, kill a knight, and queen f6. I think now d4. Yeah, it feels right. It feels right, right? Yeah, I think bishop e3. I think Prag will play bishop e3. Something else? You have questions, Malik? Bishop e3 very very simple idea. Because you won't draw, this is fine. I told you knight takes c5, knight takes c5, and knight takes c5, queen takes c5. We analyze between this variation d4, bishop into d4, c d4, queen d4. Yeah, queen takes c6, bishop a6. I missed this move. Bishop a6, rook e1, and now bishop d3. Okay, now queen takes c7, and bishop takes c4, bishop e3 maybe, queen takes b2, and queen takes b6. Yeah, this is equal because opposite color bishop, much more drawing tendency, right? Yeah, this is equal. But I think Prag want to fight, no, because both leaders Prag want to fight. I think he want to fight, he want to play bishop e3. Because bishop a6, that's a very big problem in here. Bishop a6 very big problem. As a reason he want to fight, he want to play something like that, bishop e3. I think he will play bishop e3. What do you think? He will play bishop. Oh, he played rook e1. Wow, he played rook e1 because he played very very slow chess. Okay, now I think bishop a6 now. It's very important move. Bishop a6. Okay, bishop a6. Rook e1 now. Okay, rook e1 is some kind of he preparing to play d4. Because if you play something else, rook e8, now d4 is very strong. Because bishop d6 now maybe, okay, now a4, maybe b3. Yeah, rook e1 now. I think bishop a6. Bishop a6 so important move to play, right? Yeah, Frag takes time maybe 15 minutes and he played rook e1. Yeah, very solid move. Yeah, he's playing very solidly because bishop e3 he have some options, but he get some option because bishop e3 he haven't any options. But bishop rook e1 now he have some option. Knight takes e5, d4, and bishop e3. Sometimes the other ideas and so on. Yeah, he's playing very solidly. That's mean he wants some game. He wants some good game actually. He want game. That's mean he want to enjoy the game. I think bishop a6. Gukesh will play bishop a6. I'm pretty sure. Bishop a6. Gukesh will play bishop a6. I think now this position knight e3. Because you know Prag Vishayanand, lot of Indian players like to play with knight. That's the reason they try to protect their knight. I think knight e3 is so much good option. Now bishop takes e3, bishop takes e3. This is good for white actually. But c5 here. c5 some option. Yeah, c5 some option. Right, c5 some option here. Okay, but anyway. Okay, rook e1. Yeah, bishop a6 happened. Bishop a6 now b3. Bishop a6 and b3. Okay, b3. He didn't play knight e3, but he played b3. Like earlier game. Why he played b3? I think now bishop takes c4 is some kind of option. Bishop takes c4. Okay, bishop takes c4 some kind of option. Okay, we turn off engine. Right. So solid. I think bishop takes c4. This is a black got bishop pair. That means black can decide what to do. He want to give bishop 4. He want to fight some variations, right? But problem, where to put this bishop? Maybe Gukesh take bishop into c4, right? Maybe Gukesh take bishop into c4. Yeah, maybe take bishop into c4. I guess maybe take bishop into c4. Oh. You want to plant the knight because. Oh. Yeah, but bishop into c4. It's bishop pair gone, right? But both players collapse structure. Maybe he stopped d4. Maybe he stopped d4, right? Maybe he stopped d4. I don't know. No, now d4 is not good, right? Okay, bishop takes c4. I think d takes or b. D takes c4 or... Yeah, eliminated bishop pair, but problem our structure also bad, right? Because it's feels right. You think feels right? Bishop takes c4, and I think now b takes c4. Engine prepare b takes c4, right? And now bishop d6. Okay, because he want to play c5. But knight b8, knight c6 not there because c3 pawn. That's a problem. Now d4. d4 to c5 maybe. Okay, d4 to c5 and d5. Okay, this is some kind of outcome, this position. It's like a yeah, black structure bad, but you know this position looks like Nimso Indian, right? Nimso Indian, but it's different scenario because bishop here, black bishop here, black bishop bad, I'm pretty sure. But problem, he can try sometimes g6, f5 kind of things, right? And sometimes rook e8, knight f8, knight g6, queen here, queen immediately can't here h6 because bishop g5, queen trap. Yeah, it's both side can play something. Example, okay, example queen f6, okay, and a4 maybe fix the structure. And now I think h6, very important move. And what to do? This is bad for both sides. Some kind of game because your bishop good, but who say good, because this bishop also bit bad. Maybe h3. Okay, he want to play something h3, rook e8, maybe knight h2. Try to play knight g4 somehow. Knight f8. Okay, knight g4. Maybe queen g6. Or queen h4 also fine. Maybe rook f1, try to play f4. But f5, black. He takes f5 and h5. Knight e3, e4. You can see some kind of things happen, right? Yeah. Okay. I think Gukesh want to decide what to do. I think now Gukesh in driver's seat because he got bishop pair and he have some option. I want to give bishop or not. I think a4 is so nice too, right? A4 because it's some kind of pressing. Because now we know Pragnanda don't want to give bishop because he like to put knight x5, knight x5, queen x5, d4. But it's too late. Some option bishop takes d4, c takes d4, queen takes d4. This is pretty equal. That's mean black haven't any risk, right? That's mean I think Gukesh will play a4. What do you think? I think Gukesh will play a4 because he wants something to play. No, it's not balanced, Malik, I think. Because now Gukesh want to decide, right? Bishop takes c4 option. And what to do with the other option. Yeah, I think a4 is very interesting option. Because a4 here, white's moves is... White haven't any good options. Because white want to fight. What happened b4? b4 bishop into c4. You can equalize immediately. And maybe Prag play something like that, bishop b2, bishop d2. Because again, but h6, black decide what to do. That's a problem. Yeah, a4 is very nice, right? Because it's like a like a human idea. You can see because you remember Prag versus Notbrick game. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, and bishop C4, bishop C5. You know this position is theoretically main move C3, D3, and sometimes castle and so on. But not big play A4, you know, and here knight F6, D3, D6. Sometimes A5 also happen. It's so interesting game. That's remember for Gukesh. That's the reason Gukesh, I think Gukesh decided to play a4, I guess. What do you think? I'm pretty sure Gukesh play a4 meme. Oh, Gukesh play very solid move. Gukesh play rook e8. Copy each other. Oh, he play rook e8, not a4. Yeah. Both players wait in bit. Right. Yeah, both players wait in. Because now we can understand Gukesh don't like to take bishop into c4, right? Because he don't like to take bishop into c4. That's the reason he decided to play rook e8. I think he wants sometimes queen f6, bishop f8. Because he want to keep his bishop. Maybe. It's not copycat variation. Because both players have some ideas, because he play rook e1 d4 ideas, but he can play knight f8, knight g6 ideas. It's kind of theory also, this variation, right? Because sometimes this variation put knight e6, knight f4, sometimes knight can put d4 in some positions. Right. Anyway, I think here what to do. Yeah, knight x c5 is feels right, but Prag don't like to knight x c5. Now Prague play bishop e3. No, no. Now he will not play bishop e3. I'm pretty sure. What happened? D4. D4 again. Bishop takes c4. That's mean every time black can equalize this position. That's the bad thing. Now white don't something what to do. Malik, white don't something what to do. White don't something what to do. I don't know. Maybe knight e3 some idea, right? Knight e3. But knight e3, bishop into e3. Maybe Prague will play knight e3 because he know bishop into e3. Bishop gone, right? But okay. But here Gukesh will take and rook takes c3 and c5. Okay, this is so interesting. Actually, I am thinking about some rook maneuver, rook lift actually. Maybe h3, no h3. Okay, bishop b2, preparing d4 something like that. Rook k d8. Okay, h3. Okay, rook k e1 maybe makes sense. Rook k e1 and knight b8 or knight f8. Okay, knight f8 and d4. This is okay for white. Okay, we'll check. Okay, Prague will decide d4. Prague play d4. Okay, I think now Gukesh want to decide bishop. Okay, bishop into c4 means it's equal. It's a draw. But okay. Bishop into c4, it's a draw variation. But he wants something. He wants to play bishop d6. But Prague can play take and take, bishop takes and f4. Oh, f4 bad because bishop takes c4. Knight takes c5, queen takes c5. Yeah, it's logical draw. It's not draw. At d4, e takes d4, not a good idea. E takes d4, c takes d4, but bishop b4 here. Maybe rook e3. Okay, rook e3, right? Interesting. Right, okay, after d4 what happened? I think Gukesh not get any risk. I think bishop takes c4 happened maybe. Bishop takes c4 I think. Bishop takes c4, b takes c4, bishop d6. What queen a4? Yeah, it's not a human ideas, right? Because c5, d5. But I think this position is Gukesh like to play this type of position maybe. Maybe he decided here. Oh, f5, wow, immediately f5 also fine. E take f5, e4, nice. Queen c2 and knight, okay, knight f6. Oh, h6. Bishop d2. a4. Oh, it's so interesting variation. But this variation, what happened? Bishop d6. Bishop d6, Prague take, knight takes d6. No. Frog will not take bishop knight takes d6. We protect here. Frog can stay. Maybe bishop. No, bishop g4. Okay, I don't know. I don't know honestly. Okay. Okay, Prag is still thinking. Right. Okay, right. D4. What to do? You guys thinking bishop into c4 or not? Bishop takes c4. Maybe bishop d6. Bishop d6 problem. How to improve white's position? Without taking. Okay, d takes c5, knight takes c5. Knight takes c5, bishop takes c5, knight takes c5, queen takes c5. What about f4? No, it's not good. Bishop b2, try to play c4, c5, c4, queen f4, queen c3, one movement, queen h6. Rook a d1, bishop b7, f3. Yeah, it looks drawish. It looks drawish. It looks drawish. Bishop d6. Yeah, I think maybe Gukesh will take now bishop into c4 and b into c4. Now bishop d6. I can play c5? No. I can't play c5, right? Okay, queen a4, very interesting option. Now c5. And d5. Now immediately knight f8. Oh, that's interesting option. But problem now g3. He can't play g3. Maybe g6. g6 bad, right? Because I want to play f5, but it's not good idea. Bishop h6. f5. f5 bad because yeah, f5 bad. No, no, it's bad. Gukesh want to think. Bishop d6 or bishop into c4 or into d4. Into d4, all things open. That's a problem. That's a problem. Now bishop takes c4, b takes c4, and bishop d6. Queen a4 properly. It's a trick. Queen f6 is a trick. Because now queen takes c6 not possible. D takes d4. C takes d4 not here because bishop into h2. That's a trick. That's a little trick here. It's a little trick. But queen takes c6, e takes d4, knight takes d4 also there. Knight e5. Knight cut e6, knight cut c6, knight d4. Okay, it's collapsed this structure, but it's okay. It's okay. c5, d5. This is so interesting variation. f5. E into f5, e4. This is so nice variation. Queen c2. What about knight f6? Knight f6 maybe bishop g5. Queen f7. This was a very interesting variation. Because bishop into x is into f3. It's drawish. And bishop g5, queen f7, knight h4, knight d7, put knight e5, knight d3. Okay, rook takes c4, rook takes c4, queen takes c4, and rook e8, queen c2, and next knight e5, queen h5. Okay, this is so interesting. This is so interesting. Okay, bishop takes c4 is a very kicking option. Okay, she's still thinking what to do. Okay, she's still thinking what to do. Okay, bishop into c4, b into c4. Oh, not good. Okay, Gukesh take his time. Can we go other games quickly? Day max. Okay. This looks drawish. Anish Giri versus Hari Krishna. It's Spanish. Hari Krishna bit pressing. No, Anish pressing. No, it's kind of equilibrium. Fedesev not brick. It's not brick position good. But see, Fedesev can hold though. PRAG Gukesh is still playing. Sarana Argas issue. Okay, Argas' position okay. Oh, they played very nice variation. Queen exchange with f6. I think it's Queen's Gambit variation. a3 variation, right? d4, d5, c4, e6. Knight c3, knight f6, a3 or something like that. No, d4, knight f6, c4, e6, a3. I guess correct. No. That's outcome like this. So. Caruana versus Kmar. Caruana, Kmar. Kmar bit better. Van Forest versus Leo. Oh, Van Forest. Okay, Leon position is so much good. It's Gramfield. Okay, it's Gramfield position. Right, our game, Gukesh. Okay, Gukesh played, yeah, Gukesh played bishop into c4. Okay. Prag have two options, b takes c4 or d takes c5. We check b takes c4. Now we want to check d takes c5. Okay, d takes c5, bishop e6. And c takes b6, c takes b6. And okay, maybe c4, not c4, bishop g5. 6 bishop e5. Maybe b5. c5 whatever. c4. c4 it's dovish. Oh no, c4 is bad because knight b8, knight here, knight here. Right. Yeah. B takes c4 happen. What? No. No, he's still thinking. Yeah, b takes c4, I think. Yeah, b takes c4. Probably b takes c4. Yeah, b takes c4. That's been. We covered this variation. Bishop d6. E cut d4, I am not sure here. E cut d4 is very bad, right? Bishop b4. And rook e3. Preparing a3. Oh, this is so bad. Yeah, that's mean he play bishop d6. Okay, that's mean Gukesh play queen a4. Maybe c5, not queen e6. Queen e6, very different idea. c5, d5. Yeah, this position maybe happen. Problem, this variation f5. You will find f5. Wow, it's a wild game. He cut f5 and queen f7, preparing first queen f1. That's also very nice. Now queen c2, queen h5. This is very interesting variations actually. Bishop g5, prevent h6, bishop h4, and e4, rook take e4, rook take e4, queen take e4, rook e8, queen e3, bishop into h2. Wow, this is so interesting. What happened? King takes h2? Something happened. Yeah, king cut h2, knight e5 there. Knight cut h2, queen cut h2. Okay, this is so interesting variations. But easy to say, we can say, but over the board it's very difficult. Okay, Prag is still thinking. You have two options, guys. You have two options. B into c4 or D into c5. Two options here. B into c4 or D into c5. What to do? What to do? Yeah, I think he will play b into c4 and bishop d6 happen. Actually, this position I like to play f4, but I can't. Example, I have idea knight d2. Maybe a4. F4 is so nice. Oh no, it's bad, right? Because e5, f6, because it's rook hanging. This is interesting idea. Right. Okay, PRAG is still thinking. Both players likely same time. Yeah, B tech C को happen. Okay, B tech C को happen. Okay, bishop d6. Immediately bishop d6 maybe. Bishop d6. I think PRAG will play definitely queen f. I'm pretty sure. PRAG will play queen f. And here, I think c5, 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 d5. I think this position in the board. Problem, Gukesh will find f5 or not. That's the biggest problem. Gukesh will find f5 is so much interesting game actually. Okay, Gukesh will find that move. It's so much interesting game. Yeah, bishop d6 played. Bishop d6 played, guys. Yeah. PRAG will play queen f. I'm pretty sure. PRAG will play queen f. I'm pretty sure. Okay, this is my stream, right? Okay. Yeah, PRAG will play. Right. Okay. Yeah, PRAG will play queen f4. And now, okay, now Gukesh plays c5. PRAG will play d5. And here f5 happen. I'm not sure. Maybe f5 happen. f5, take f5, queen f7. Oh, e4 very interesting, queen c2. And now knight f6, oh it's 6. Bishop d2. And now knight f6. Knight h4. Queen d f7. This is really interesting. Okay, PRAG is still thinking. PRAG want to decide. Queen f4. Yeah, PRAG will play queen f4. But Gukesh will play queen e6. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe Kukesh plays c5. As predicted d5. Here, very big question f5. Or maybe he prepared g6. Or maybe that's the way to play. Maybe that's the way to play. He preparing f5 now. Because bishop h6, now f5 maybe. Not f5 in that position. Okay, knight here. Right. And now bishop g5 possible. Now king g7, preparing h6 because queen here. No. Maybe h3, now h6. Bishop into, queen into. Yeah, this position, rook e3. I think PRAG will play this position very comfortably. Queen e7. And now, okay, f5 is a threat. Maybe king f1. Now f5. f5 very interesting. Because king e2 not good. Or king e2 also fine. Rook f8. Run with king d2. Okay. Now rook f6. King c2. Now rook e1. Okay, rook f8. Now here it's very interesting because now, okay, queen d1. And that's the idea. This is very interesting. Rook f7. King c2. Queen f4. I don't know. Right, anyway, this position, what happened? PRAG. Okay, PRAG will not play queen a4. He's thinking. He can play queen a4 somehow. He can play queen a4. I think PRAG will play queen a4, but maybe he calculate this variation c5, d5, and this position. I can't do anything because f5 is coming. Maybe that's the way to think. Maybe he know that thing. He don't like to play that move. Or sacrificing pawn c5. This is very nice option, but it's not good. What to do? Bishop b2 not good, right? Maybe it's okay. It's also okay. Bit okay. Knight d2. Knight d2 very reasonable option, but problem ed cd. And c5. d5 queen e5. Oh, very interesting. Because now rook threatening. And here one move checkmate also. But here knight f3 probably fine because queen takes a1, bishop b2 here. Two rooks gone. Bishop b2 not good. What else? Okay, bishop g5. Wow. Oh, queen trap. Oh my god, queen trap. Queen takes c1, knight takes c1. That's queen trap. But not over yet. Bishop g5, queen takes, knight takes, and f5 and f3. Okay, this is very interesting line. Okay, but anyway, what happened? Our game. Okay, Prague will think queen a4 or not. Other options, queen a4 is so much sense option. What about g3? G3 bad because queen e6. Okay, now king g2 maybe. King g2 very bad because queen takes c4. But here d5. Queen h3. Knight g5. Queen h5. King g2. Okay. This is also bad. Right, Prague is still thinking. Prague 54 pins and Gukesh 62 minutes. Right. Okay, Prague is still thinking queen a4 or not. I can't say any option. G3 bit bad. Yeah, queen a4. I think Prague will play queen a4. He's take his time and play queen a4. I'm pretty sure. And here I think let's c5 also. c5 d5. Now f5. Yeah, this is so interesting variation. Okay, Prague is still thinking what to do. Any other variations? What about immediately d5? It's bad, right? Because it's also fine. Wow. Same variation, right? c5 same variation. No, it's different. Plus different, but it's same, right? c5 not good. Stop a4, a4. Anyway, c5 maybe. c5, d5. But this is not a huge plus either. Okay, Prague is still thinking what to do. Actually, I think Prague will play immediately queen a4, but it's not. He will not play immediately. He's thinking. Very interesting idea. Knight takes c5. No, it's bad, right? Because knight takes c5, knight takes c5. Bishop takes c5. No, knight takes c5 ideas is bad. Because white structure collapse. c5 some option. c5 some option. Yeah, Prague will play queen a4. What else? What else he can try? h3. h3 a4. A4 is a problem, that's me. A4 some kind of space idea. H4. No, H4 so bad. Again A4. A4 is a big threat. G3. Okay, again A4. Wow. G4. No, G4 pretty bad because Queen F6. Because G4 is so okay. First we analyze bit with G4 because G4 is very bad move because Queen F6 and sometimes Knight F8, Knight shift like this. That's a big problem in this position. Right, D5. D5 I think Rook A C8 makes sense because D takes C4, Knight B8. Knight B8 also fine. Now Knight C5 also fine. Because we down a pawn, but don't care because triple pawn mean like a one pawn. That means it's nothing. C5 no. D5 bad. C5 also bad because take. A4 maybe stopping that idea. But unfortunate H6 here. And now Queen A4 not there. He want to implement G3. G3 Queen E6 attacking D5. Queen H3. Because now if you take C4, I have idea. Knight F6. Knight H3. Because I don't care this pawn. Because it's nothing. Right, Queen A4. Queen A4 not yet play. Yeah, I think PRAG will play Queen A4. But I say every time I think, but not play. Okay, we go next games. Wait, hey, Max, what happened? Okay, some problem for my internet connection, right? Okay, now everything fine. I think everything fine.
Thank you, Sukrut.
Oh, PRAG play Bishop D2. Wow. PRAG play Bishop D2. What? Why PRAG play Bishop D2? Now A4. Very interesting option A4. PRAG play Bishop D2. I don't know why. Maybe he don't like that position. F5 ideas. Yeah, that's the reason he play Bishop D2. Okay, PRAG take so much time for that move. Okay, it's 64 minutes to 48 minutes. That means it's so much time. Like 16 minutes think and Bishop D2. Yeah, now I think A4 is so much post move for Gukesh. Because he don't like that variation. That's a reason. I think this variation. Queen A4 C5 and D5 F5. He don't like this variation. He avoid that variation. I'm pretty sure. He cut F5 E4. This is so much counterplay for that variation. That's the reason he avoid this variation. And he played Bishop D2. But bishop d2 not a good idea though. A4. A4 is so much interesting because so much space. What to do? Or rook a d1. Maybe a3. So much space. What is the idea for white? I haven't any idea. He can't take this guy also. This is so much practically good for. Practically good for. Yeah, g3. Preparing something, knight h4. Okay, question we can't play rook here. Okay, I really like to put rook a5 though. But problem this knight. Problem this knight, right? f6. Okay, I like to put knight h4. Maybe g6. How can I play f4? This is problem because this knight hanging. Knight g2. I preparing f4. This is interesting. Knight here, knight here, knight here, but I play f4. This is interesting. This is so much interesting. Yeah, okay, Prak. Okay. Gukesh played a4. That's a funny time. Gukesh played a4. Immediately. It's immediately. Yeah, it's 3 minutes and Gukesh played a4. Gukesh get his space. Right. D cut e5 not good because pawn structure damage. Knight cut e5. Knight cut e5. Queen takes e5. Threaten mate. g3 and e6. Yeah, it's collapse. Right. What to do? A4 is space. Getting some space. What is Gukesh? What is Prag's idea? Rook a d1. He can't play a3 now. Rook a d1, a3. Maybe bishop c1. Okay, queen e6. What is the plan for white? White haven't any plan though. What about d5? If I don't want to take queen f6 because if you take it's a triple pawn, I'm really happy. I can put knight, but anyway I can put here. Okay, this is so much good. Queen g6 and bishop p3, knight cut c6. Yeah, this is very good. This is very good position for Gukesh. Okay. Yeah, rook a d1 happened. Rook a d1. We predict bit variation. Right. Right. This is so interesting. Rook a d1. Right. Okay. Rook a d1. I think a3 now. He can play a3. Okay. Actually, Gukesh have so many options. He can play a3. He can play f6. He can play h6. Hey, Gukesh position so much good now. I think a3. He can play a3. Right, he can play a3. g3 because knight h4 idea. Okay, now f6 and knight h4 g6. Knight g2, that's a very good idea. Knight f8 and f4. And that's the plan. That's a plan for Pragnananda. That's a plan for Pragnananda. Right. Okay, rook a d1. I think a3. A3 is very demanding move. A3 g3. And now idea knight h4 is so much interesting. What about immediately g6? Maybe king g2. I want to put this knight to here, but it's very difficult. It's very difficult. If I can, okay, if I play here, because now I haven't time. Queen d2. Knight g8 not possible. Queen is bishop h6. King g8. Right. Okay. Mukesh is still thinking what to do. A3 move maybe. Right. Interesting. Yeah, Gukesh will play a3. And now g3, that's the plan. That's the only plan. f6 and knight h4. But g6. Queen f7. Okay, queen f7 makes sense. Queen f7, knight f5. And bishop f8. Oh no, queen takes c4. Wow. Oh, that's a threat. Oh, it's a little threat. d5. Now knight c5. Because now knight f5. Rook a4. Wow. This is very interesting. Knight takes d6, takes d6. And now rook b1. Right. Rook takes c4. D takes c4. 6 and rook b8. Okay, right. Okay, live board a3 happened. Oh, he played first f6. Okay, he played very solidly. He played first f6. But now problem immediately knight h4. Now he can play immediately knight h4. That's the problem. Okay, now he can play immediately knight h4. Okay, what happened? F6 happened. Yeah, immediately knight h4 happened. Maybe knight h4 happened. Not yet. Yeah, no, I think knight h4. Knight h4 very cool move to play. Okay, knight h4 very cool move to play. But g6. Now my idea g3. But problem queen f7. d5. Okay, knight c5. Now my idea knight g2 and try to play f4. But f7, f5. Oh. Okay, very good fight. Both players try to play f4, f5. What happened? Okay, PRAG is still thinking what to do. Okay, PRAG is still thinking what to do. Oh, he played g3. He played g3. Oh, that's when he introduced to a3 variation, knight h4, g6. We analyze this variation bit. Okay, here g3, he can start with queen f7 first. Attack this guy. And now d5. Now knight c5. Okay, now knight h4. Idea knight f5. I think g6 is very simple, right? g6, everything fluent. Now my idea knight g2, try to play f4. But problem f5 himself. Oh, it's so interesting. It's been my plan. I can play immediately f4 though. No, it's not good because he cut f4, g cut f4. Rook e7, preparing e4. Okay, that's very bad. Okay, back to live board. Okay, after g3, queen f7 is main move because attacking c4 pawn. Now d5, no other options, or maybe queen d3. But queen d3, a3, and try to play rook k4, attacking c4 pawn. Very simple positional chess for Gukesh, but PRAG wants some tactical manner. Yeah, PRAG wants some tactical manner. Right, queen f7 is so much good idea. Knight h4. Can I put here? Slow maybe, right? Knight f8, knight h4. And okay, knight f8, knight h4, and maybe g6, preventing that idea. Okay, but bishop h6, knight e6. Now d5. Okay, d5 nothing. Bishop c1. I can play knight g7. Okay, now what to do? He played d5. I don't care. Can I play f5? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's definitely okay. It's definitely okay position. Okay, live board, what happened? Okay, Gukesh is still thinking queen f7. No. What to do? Okay, g3. It's some problem with my internet connection. Queen f7. Now d5, knight c5, knight h4, g6. My knight g2 idea, f5 here. a4, rook k4 ideas also there. D takes c4 not possible here, queen takes c4 also here. Here Frank is still thinking, okay, queen f7 played. Queen f7 played, right? Okay, two options, queen d3 or d5. I think d5. Maybe queen d3. Queen d3, a3. Queen d3, a3 idea so simple, rook k4 and attack this guy. It's very simple because bishop e3 now rook k4. Because now c5. That's nice idea. c5. Okay, c5. D takes c5, B takes c5. So that's good for. That's good for Gukesh. Yeah, it's good for Gukesh. Okay, I think d5, maybe d5. Yeah, d5. He played d5. Yeah, he played d5. Now knight c5. Obviously, he will play knight c5. Yeah, knight c5 very logical move. Because d takes c4, I don't care here. And knight c5. And d takes not d takes. Knight h4, g6. G6. Prevent that idea. Yeah, prevent that idea. Okay. At g6 prevent that idea. Okay, what happened? Okay, Gukesh is still thinking knight c5, correct move. And knight h5, I think next move. And g6, because knight f5 is some kind of annoying because it's kill a knight. What about f4? Immediately. It's not good because he takes f4. That's idea. Rook e7 double in. Yeah, it's not good. Right, what to do? D5 knight c5. Okay, d5 knight c5. And knight h4. g6. g6. Right, d5 knight c5. I think probably knight c5. Right. D5 knight c5. Okay, knight c5 played. Not dead, right? Knight c5, knight h4. g6. And knight g2, my idea. Maybe I can eliminate this bishop. Eliminate this knight here. Maybe knight g2. f5. F5 is a threat. Okay. Knight c5. Probably knight c5. Right. Okay, here knight c5 not at play. Knight c5, knight h4, g6. And now knight g2 not possible. That's the problem. Because now we prevent f5. Bishop e3, very interesting idea. Knight b7. Okay, I expected draw. I expected draw. Yeah, this is not a huge plus though. Yeah, I expected draw, but bit difficulty for Pragdananda. Maybe Gukesh can won. Like uh, like 60% draw and 25% Gukesh won and 15% Prag won. Okay, that's my prediction. We will see what happens. Uh, okay, thank you so much. Uh, you enjoy much, I think, because I try my best. Because I am Buddhi Kamar Singh, you can come here and enjoy with us. Okay, like, share, comment. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.